These three?
These three.
These three.
Okay.
These tree.
It's breaking down already. Who the fuck is Danny? Danny Heffernan.
Actually, I've been watching that lately.
Danny's Oatmeal Stout from Lake St. George is what you're really getting at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you haven't started it yet.
Oh, I just did because you were giving me way too much to work with, but I was way too late to get some of the better jokes.
All right, here we go.
Folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. I've got Boosh and I've got EM Destroyer with me, and we are looking at Danny's Oatmeal Stout from Lake St. George Brewing Company. By the way, Boosh, thanks for buying the beer.
Yes.
Thank you,
We
Boosh.
appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, Lake St. George. They have survived the pandemic. They've got a lot of good
And this
beers.
is actually a main brewery.
Main brewery from Lake St. George. No doubt. Really?
Well, no, some people might
I
not.
know.
Now, was that on a lake or was it
might
St. George?
No, it might be St. George.
Okay.
I think the lake
But it
might
should-
have something
but
to
it-
do with
but
St. Main
It
George.
should be
but
somewhere in Liberty.
Liberty.
Liberty,
Liberty,
Liberty.
Liberty,
Maine.
Liberty. Lake St. George Brewing did survive the pandemic. Liberty Brewing Company did not, which is sad because they had a beautiful view. But anyway, there's not much information on this can other than thank you, Boosh, for buying this 4.9% ABV beer from Lake St. George
Only a
Brewing.
4.9?
Oh, you're missing the fine print. It says, Boosh, thanks
Shut
for
up.
being a
Shut up
44-year-old
over there.
virgin.
Man, I was going to leave him alone on that tonight. Well,
I
not the
wasn't.
initial
Well, at
deal.
least in this video you were.
In this video, yes. So we're
Wow, that's
open.
quite a crackle.
It does. But here's the thing. It didn't splatter. So Lake St. George does not always overfill their cans.
That's a good thing, though.
I say that because back around Christmas time, I got a 4-pack of the rotating hop IPA beers, and every single one was filled to the point where when I cracked it open, the key
Almost.
splattered it.
Boosh, you schlub.
You know what? You were doing great on the pours tonight up until now.
Yep.
You had a case of their
Just a little bit.
evacuations.
I think
I got
you got
just
the
a
best
little
pour
bit.
this time.
I do what I do.
But I got to wait for a little bit, then fill the rest in.
Do what you used to do. Wipe your nose and dip it in.
No.
Okay.
This is definitely
Yeah,
a heavier
It doesn't
brew.
do that.
I mean, it definitely got a hell of a fucking head on it.
Yes.
So,
That's
while
what
we're
screwed
waiting
me
for
up. That's
Boosh
what
to
kind of screwed me up.
slow down here, we're going to do the fingers trick. Yes, for those of you who don't know, nobody fingers turned me on to this idea.
There is no color in that one.
There's nothing. There's no fucking light.
Blackout.
That is completely blackout
That is
brown.
like Guinness.
Die.
It's like my soul if it were a beer.
There was no light coming up through that. There's a hint of brown down there towards the source of the light, but very, very little penetration. That is a completely
That's why
dark
Boosh is turned off. There's no penetration.
and black beer with a slightly brown head on it. That is a beautifully dark beer. And an oatmeal
This is
stout.
quite a
Ooh,
contrast to what we've been sampling tonight.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
it
been
is.
doing whiskeys and some lighter beers and IPAs. This is
This is heavy duty Northeast winter. Oatmeal stout.
That's what I was hoping for. Because I can't stand a lot of IPAs.
Boosh likes them big and heavy.
I like the stout and the porters.
I'll tell you what.
And the
oatmeal,
big and heavy.
That is a roasty fucking oatmeal.
Yes, it is.
That's a hearty beer, and you can just like smell it, look at it, and you know it's gonna like cling to the bones and the liver.
Oh, yes.
That's like a bowl of fucking maple oatmeal.
Yep.
Maple and brown sugar oatmeal.
Now,
Roasty.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
what's that?
The Sam Adams Holiday Porter.
Well, I can see that.
You know what this actually almost reminds me of? Midnight Stout from Sea Dog.
That's pretty close.
Sea Dog, and didn't the Bear Brew use a very similar recipe?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Mhm.
It was like a black brew.
Yeah. I can smell what you're laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the other one that... Oh,
Oh, shit.
wow. That has some good malt flavor to it.
See, this is more up my alley
Mm-hmm.
because I like dark and heavy.
Yes.
Definitely has a heavy mouthfeel.
Yeah.
You gotta basically chew it to swallow it.
Yep.
It's got roasty, woody, yet somehow chocolatey and coffee notes. And there's this weird, almost hoppy bitterness in the finish, but it's more of a roasty character. It's like almost a pleasant charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I know I cut you off there.
This is just like black, dark goodness.
Yep.
If my soul were a beer, this
It would
is
be
it.
this.
No,
That is a good
no
friggin'
fucks
beer.
given.
Wow. That has some flavor to it.
That is definitely dark and heavy.
Yes, it is.
And it's got everything you want from a stout.
Yep.
Plus roasty goodness, a hint of chocolatey and coffee, bitterness, and like I said, that hint of smokiness in the finish.
It's like pitch black.
That is, as far as I'm concerned,
Hiccups.
it's better than Guinness.
Oh, hands down.
Definitely, well, as far as a stout goes, it is better than Guinness.
If Guinness is your yardstick,
Then
things
we
like,
you need to go back to the
Well,
board.
when you really
Guinness is
think
good.
about it,
You're wrong, yeah.
Guinness is actually
A nice average
one of the better stouts.
It's a great
Okay.
average stout to fucking compare everything to.
Right.
Yes, right on board with you with that.
As far as a stout is concerned, that's why I really love the stouts. They have really good flavors, especially the darker ones, like this one. I am actually going to give this thing a 5 out of 5
Mm-hmm.
because of just the flavors and really the oatmeal stout. Actually, when you think about it, it means flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of different flavors. I'm even getting a little bit of hoppiness, not much.
That's what I'm wondering in the finish. There's that slight bitterness, but it's for me, it's more of a roasty bitterness. I
It's
think
subtle.
it's more a malt.
And
character.
It's kind of like an
It is
afterthought.
very subtle, very subtle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they actually did put some hops in this. They could have.
Maybe.
It doesn't.
I'm getting
show.
more stout, and
But I'm
it's
getting
just like,
more. I'm getting actually of the more, like you say, the hot, the malty bitterness,
Mm-hmm.
which is different than the hops. But it kind of does actually remind me of a certain hop.
They do hit a point where they cross over. There's a certain bitterness level
Yes.
based on maltiness and the roasty, charcoaled, bitter flavor. And then you've got hoppy bitterness and they overlap. And I think where we're at is this is probably a malty bitterness that kind of overlaps.
Yes.
But it's reminiscent of a hoppy bitterness. So
It's
it
more. It is
short
reminiscent.
circuits a little bit in the brain.
Right, and the other possibility is you've got the malt get in more into a coffee flavor,
Coffee bitterness.
which
same
coffee
thing.
bitterness is pretty much the same
Jumps
thing.
the track in terms of what we're used
And
to.
that's kind of
experiencing.
what I'm kind of feeling on this, but I think it doesn't actually say if they've actually had a hop in there or not, which is a possibility.
to me, this is like a meal in a glass.
Yes.
You drink this. This is like
This is almost
0
like dessert.
degree weather day outside, and you just fucking skip work, skip whatever, and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Danny's Oatmeal Stout, 4-pack.
And this would be
Yep.
this would actually
Just
be
saying.
great for a fall, winter, or even spring.
How about a bonfire
Yes,
mid-November? You got a Frost Brewing, and you've got like a stout like this going,
that would be
keeping
perfect.
you warm.
That would be
Fucking-
perfect.
I'm lost in that mental image.
I'm
This is
creating
fucking
euphoria with my
That would
words.
be that would be perfect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is year round from them.
This is the regular stout, basically, is what you're saying.
Yes. This is the one that I've seen pretty much all the time when I've gone to shop at Damon's or some other places. This is actually their year-round,
Every day.
everyday stout.
I think I'm on board with you here with a 5 out of 5. It is the perfect stout. I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm getting that wow reaction of it's perfectly well put together and no negative feedback. It just fucking works.
Yes.
To me, I would give it a 4.5. The only thing differentiating it from a 4.5 to a 5, if they could add some like spice to it.
A little something unique or different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Give it a little jalapeno.
Or even some.
Shit. I
Actually,
can only
that would.
imagine this with an afterburn.
Can you imagine
That
this with like
actually
a
wouldn't be-
habanero like
Yep.
notes to it or
Yep.
jalapeno notes to it, where you get like the heaviness of
Yep.
the dark stout with the afterburn of a jalapeno.
I'm
But
picturing
see-
it now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Perfect.
That's the only thing
Perfect.
putting me between a 4.5 and a 5.
I hear
Perfect. The only other thing you can do also is go with the subtle spice, like say a pecan pie or something like that. With
like a
with
nuttiness,
Yes.
or maybe a
That would be the
nutmeg,
other-
or something.
right.
to
That would be
pull
the
it
other
out.
spice that actually would make it
Right.
would also
Accommodate
possibly-
somebody else who doesn't
Right.
like the heat.
right.
Yeah,
But
it would
see,
also
I
possibly
like
put
the-
it into
I
a
I like the
spice
heat.
note.
I'd like the heat too.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad neither.
The spice note could also possibly put it into a seasonal category,
Yes.
which I wouldn't be as okay with as drinking this
Well,
in the
you
middle
know-
of summer.
You know,
But I
actually,
can hear what you're saying. Yeah.
actually, like a pumpkin spice.
Mm,
Oh fuck! This with a pumpkin.
like a sweet
Oh.
spice.
Okay.
So
I go for a heat spice. Listen goes to a sweet
Listen to him
spice.
right here.
The bottom line being that this fucking beer is great as it is, but
It's a base, and it's what you want to add with it.
there are some
Right.
possibilities here, guys. I'm gonna flatter ourselves by thinking that anybody from Lake St. George Brewing actually pulled this up. But
But who
if
knows?
you are, please throw something in terms of heat,
Or
like-
sweet.
like habanero or ghost pepper or reaper.
Or any chili.
Something to,
Anything.
with a burn in the aftertaste that's going to give this like a campfire burn.
Like, give it like an
feel.
accentuation of it.
Right.
Throw some pumpkin in there or some seasonal spice.
Pumpkin
That would be
spice.
like an
Seasonal
amazing
burn.
seasonal beer.
It would be.
You guys
Campfire beer.
have
Yes.
a spectacular fucking beer here.
Yes.
Oatmeal Stout is a 4.5 out of 5, a full 5 out of 5 from one of us. So it's great as is, but let's see some different iterations of it because it
Let's see if we can build off of
If
it.
you guys,
it could be better.
right, and if you guys actually want to not corner the market, but get into the market, that would be a perfect thing.
To me, like a dark, heavy
either the
beer.
spice or the sweet spice,
Yeah.
like a pumpkin, or
I'm thinking even vanilla bean.
Right. I mean, that
Yeah.
would be good.
Yeah.
With that slight
or even
creamy
more,
effect.
or even
That's that like
getting more-
sweetness to it.
or even actually just roasting it more, getting that coffee flavor. Coffee mocha
To
flavor.
me, this is like a great
Oh,
foundation.
it's a fucking great beer on its own.
If you could just like
Yes.
add on top of it, give it sweet, give it heat, get different variations of it, man, that could be like a lights out winner.
And we've seen this with beers from places like Southern Tier and others. They take their base great beer, and they try to do some slight variations. Anyway,
Just tweaking it.
yeah, armchair quarterbacking aside, thanks for a great fucking beer.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Please look at experimenting with it because holy shit.
You've got an amazing
Love
base
this
here that you could just do even more with.
Yes. Yep.
But
And really some of your other beers as well.
yeah, Lake St. George got some good beers. Kerplunk
Yes.
is like a #1 sour for a lot of people I know. But
Yes.
we're getting off into the weeds here. Folks, hit us up down below in the comments and the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about this beer on your own. If you happen to be somebody from the brewery who's hitting this up, let us know if there's some other variations out there or some things you're thinking of.
Or actually get them to the stores.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to. We're gonna get up. I'm gonna
Because
try and
we're
get
not
up
getting-
brewery too,
we're-
but,
we're-
you know, it's
We're getting a lot of the same stuff, so.
part.
If you actually do have some of the other things that we've
Chances
discussed,
are, you
just
guys already
discussed.
thought about the stuff we threw out there.
Right, and
You know,
try it out.
let's make it.
That's the only way you're gonna know is if you actually try it and do it, and then get it to the public.
Yeah. But while you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and cheers. If you happen to be from Lake St. George Brewery, folks, please take what we've said into account because we are
Or if you're near,
really excited about this beer and some of the things we mentioned there.
This is amazing. Can we build more on it, though?
God,
can you do more on it?
I bet you can. Please.
Which, if you guys actually want to have a niche in the
Market.
in the market, which it actually is growing in Maine,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can do that, you guys will be perfect.
It's a
It will
standout
be
beer.
a very good beer.
It's a standout beer, but it's got a lot of potential to stand out even
Mhm.
more.
Yes. Yes.
Quite a foundation. What are they going to build off of it?
Whoever the fuck
Yep.
Danny is. Thank you.
Cheers,
This is a
Danny.
very good beer. Wow.
B-Shad, bring it in.
I know a B-Shad.
Thanks for tuning in,
Or
folks.
TV man. By the way, keep drinking.
And it's gone. I can see him out of the corner of my eye finishing it off.
All right,
That's fucking amazing.
give me that, Johnny. Ah! Actually, Davis, give
She
me,
made a fucking mess.
give me the McCatlin.
It fucking overflowed. That's
Yes.
you probably were gonna want something with a little bit of
non-alcoholic.
well, not that. I was gonna say a little bit of
Diet.
for cleaning up, like a little bit of
I'm gonna
Davis,
trust
Davis,
you don't want to abrasive it. You want to.
Davis